Sam Tripoli. That's who we got right here. What? Hey, there he is.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, man?
What's up, dude?
Doing well, dude. Doing well.
Very good.
The video saw bad year for Karen continues, huh?
Oh my God, she thought she watched the news, I guess, and thought, oh, I could just punch a cop in the face. Everyone's doing it. And then she didn't realize she was going to get a few thousand volts through that chubby body of hers and over Johnny.
Takes a minute to get her through.
So good.
This is like the same thing that Ellen's problem is. No one's ever gave her a chin check, so she didn't. She just thinks she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Whatever she wants.
She's getting tased now.
Are you, Sam? Are you a Team Ellen or Team Crew?
I'm on I'm on the fuck Ellen team.
Yeah,
that woman is a really kind of special cunt. You know,
I just thought everyone that has a successful show for that long is going to be a piece of shit. It kind of comes with the territory. If you're going to work for someone, I hear David Letterman, was a piece of shit and everything. And if you're that successful and you just want to keep that going, you're going to be shitty to your people. Does that mean you're any worse than anyone else? Is it sexual harassment? Is it racism if you make some jokes behind the scenes? So I don't know. I haven't heard anything that's so bad.
Sounds like you're condoning gay and lesbian toxicity, my friend. And I am all against gay and lesbian toxicity. Obviously, there's a lot of lesbian toxicity there.
Yeah.
Morally.
Nobody's talking about it because they're afraid they'll get blackballed in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of scissor sisters out there just making it really hard for people to work, okay? And I just thank you for being brave enough to give me a platform to talk about this hashtag.
Yeah, because this is the one.
Toxicity, everybody.
It's outrage.
This is the one that gets people canceled.
Are you? I got a question. Are you staying in L.A.? Because everybody seems to be
I've
moving.
Moved up. I'm in top 100 comics now. Now that everybody's left, I'm in the top 100 comics in Los Angeles.
Process of elimination.
So I'm super excited about that. I don't know where I'm going to go. I must kind of see how this plays out. I mean, if Governor Newsom does any more American Psycho shit, I might have to go. But right now, I'm just kind of seeing how it's playing out and where I want to go.
Yeah, Newsom's a real fucking mental patient. Like our guys here, we got our Cuomo and de Blasio's our mayor. And
Whitmer in Michigan.
They all suck.
They're all terrible.
You know what's going on, man? This is literally like a DNC jump-in, right? Like how gangs, you got to kill somebody to get in. They all want to move up as far as they can in the DNC party. So they're all just like, how bad can I fuck my constituents? And whoever fucks them the most. Because nobody thinks Joe Biden's actually going to make it that far into his presidency. If they, all the riggings they have to do to get that to happen. If somehow the world comes together and that happens, he's never going to last 2 seconds. So they're all fighting for what will eventually be, Camel Toe Harris's VP.
If he makes it to November without saying a terrible racial slur, that's going to be close to impossible.
Oh, he's already called a news guy a crackhead. So
yes, I mean, he's getting very,
man.
He's inching into it.
He's fucking nuts. We all see it.
It's the emperor's new clothes, right? I mean, we're just all like, yeah, this is going good. Have you seen one Biden bumper sticker? Have you seen one, sign? Anything that tells you there is anybody with brain dead enough to like this guy?
Just a sign of dementia, yes. That's
nothing.
Yeah, nothing at all.
There's nothing.
That's
there's
a good
no
point. I've never seen a fucking thing.
I know there's an excitement about hating Trump because we've seen that for 4 years now, but there's not one iota of excitement that someone goes, God, I can't wait till the election so I could write in that ballot or pull that handle for Joe Biden. I feel so good about him. No one is saying this.
Well, I mean, I just ranted about this on my YouTube channel. But first of all, to the Me Too movement, man, you got to be really upset because everybody knows Kamala Harris is a DNC town bike. Everyone's rode her. You know what I'm saying? That's just straight up what it is. And then to the BLM movement, my condolences. All your marching and your protest dollars that went to BLM funneled right to the DNC, to Act Blue, to the DNC, and you just gave campaign money to the two people who have locked up more black people than anybody in the history of America. It's got to, I mean, you got to start feeling that, right? I mean,
stupid. It really is backwards. Like everything that's happening in this world is completely backwards. And these two being your liberal Democrat choice is crazy.
Yeah, Mark Furman was
family-owned
lighter on
slaves.
black people.
Family-owned slaves, yeah.
They did. Yeah, that's what I found out today. She comes from, they were slave owners.
Oh, I love it.
She owes herself reparations.
That's probably what happened, you know? Things get a little passionate there.
convoluted.
Back. And shit happens. So, yeah, this is just going to be crazy. Her and Pence, it'll be a pretty boring debate, but at least we'll see a debate because I honestly do not believe Biden is going to set foot on a stage and debate Donald Trump. This will not happen. They will not allow it.
How does that happen in 2020? How are we okay with? How is the DNC okay with that?
Because they've already positioned it like, why should he go up there and explain or try to explain through Donald Trump's lies? It's below his dignity to go up on a stage. They've already tried to preface this as fucking Trump is why Biden won't debate. Not the fact that there are literally those cartoon birds flying around his head now. You could see him tweeting and stars. You could see them in certain shots. Fucking guy.
How much dog shit is in Washington that this is the best you could do?
They couldn't 4
It's
years. They couldn't come up
astonishing.
with somebody.
It's fucking astonishing.
They had to spend so much time fucking with Trump and trying to get him thrown out that they couldn't groom a candidate, a viable mid-range kind of candidate.
Their candidate's just been grooming kids.
Yeah, they're grooming children. Oh, see,
Smelling them all.
maybe I should have used a different word.
He's a fucking creep.
You know, bring from, of course, tinfoil hat, you probably hear a lot of the stuff about the Hollywood pedophile cabal. What's the latest?
I mean, dude, it is crazy how like all these Me Too people just out going crazy as soon as this like pedophile stuff drops, none of them says anything.
Nothing.
Like nothing. It's unbelievable to me how even when it comes to kids, all you think about is your career. And you know, this whole thing with a lot of my buddies being taken down I don't know what you guys think. I think it's a 100%. They couldn't take out Rogan, so they do a mob style hit and take out his soldiers.
Yeah, take out his
for
guys. Oh,
sure.
yeah, I believe it.
He got too powerful
and
for
I
him.
think I have a feeling, I'm not going to say it right now because I'm kind of waiting to see how this plays out, that someone very close to all of us was a part of that. And I promise you, if I get to the bottom of it, because I have a really good intel that they were part of this takedown, I'm going to scorch the fucking earth. I'll tell you that right now.
Fucking Bert Kreischer.
All my friends are moving. It's like
fucking
so
Bert.
sad.
It's Bert Kreischer, isn't it? That motherfucker.
No, it's not Bert Kreischer.
Oh,
Not
God.
at all.
Ari Shafir? That fucker.
Maybe,
I knew it.
maybe.
Well, that's possible. The birthday
You know, the
was a
Jews are
stretch.
mad they don't run the fucking podcast media, so that's why they're trying to take people out.
It's Joe Rogan's birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday,
birthday,
Joe.
Birthday, Joe.
Rogan. He's
Happy
going to
birthday.
Texas.
Yeah, dude.
He's had it.
I mean, it's crazy. Do you guys even think Ghislaine Maxwell is arrested, alive? I mean, we've seen nothing.
How do we know? She was taken off suicide watch today, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's always good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's always a good first step to getting testimony out of somebody
Right
powerful
before they
people.
find the body.
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you have her being watched 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Why? But I fucking can't help but think something will happen to this
Why
woman.
wouldn't you arrest her and drive her to the fucking trial?
Right.
Why is
right
there
to
even
the
a
trial.
jail period?
Yeah, what's going
Why
on
not
here?
arrest her and throw her in a closet in the White House and just throw fucking Navy SEALs around it?
All of these are great ideas.
They're better than what
Taking
they're
her
doing.
off suicide watch and leaving her in a public prison is not the good idea.
Unbelievable.
While the Clintons
dude.
lurk around.
Oh, it's so fucked.
Oh,
And it's just like so funny because all we hear about male toxicity all the time. And like if you look at the flight logs, there's more female comics on those flight logs than male comics.
yeah, we all
Yeah.
know how a lot of these girl comics, like Paula Poundstone, they like a little fucking young waif.
Nobody talks about that.
Well,
Kathy
of course
Griffin's
not.
on
They
the
thought she
flight
was a
logs.
clown.
Kathy
Oh,
Griffin.
My God. That's how you get adrenochrome, by showing the kids a fucking Kathy Griffin's face.
They're horrified.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, is that Muppet lost it or what?
Oh, my God. Come on, kids. Just kiss Bozo. Kiss Bozo. Oh, ew.
Dude, Kathy Griffin looks like one of Carrot Top's shoulders.
Oh. Yeah.
Just beat up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. When you have a flight log like that with all those people on it that are obviously rich, famous, and powerful, and no one wants to do something about it. All these stories, by the way, when mainstream media doesn't cover them because they're conspiracy theories and, oh, there's not really. Wouldn't you do a story about how does a conspiracy like this start? Something. At least go out there and go, look, everyone's talking about this. There's all kinds. I'm going to cover this story and see where it comes from. Why is this even a thing if it's not true? And then maybe, you know, like Woodward and Bernstein, you fall into what they call deep throat, and then you become an actual journalist. No one wants to be a journalist.
My favorite thing is how everyone's like, Pizzagate's not real, but Trump is 100% a part of it.
Yeah, that is an amazing theory.
Yeah. Oh, God, I sure could use some pizza. It's 3 a.m. and I haven't had pizza in a week,
Yeah.
and I want pizza without hair on it.
Can you give me a 6-year-old pizza to suck off?
Yeah, somebody that doesn't know the code. I'd like a pizza about 4 years old and blonde.
It's so funny how they just like talk. They go back to all these liberal tweets and like, Pizzagate's not real. If there's anything on Clinton, it'll come out. Then boom, everything about Clinton comes out. You know, there's actually been like testimony and interviews that the girls were talking about how like Bill Clinton didn't even touch them. She was touching. He was only fooling around with the boys. We've heard nothing about boys in this. It's all been framed that like, come on, dude. These high school chicks, they want it. Look at them, right? It's all like, come on, they're like 15, 16. They fucking want it, dude. Nobody's talking about Bill Clinton is most likely the Andy Dick of the White House, right? Just hitting holes, asking questions later.
Yeah. And that painting, that fucking weird painting, him in the dress in the chair that was found in Epstein's place.
Which I think people should make prints of and just start hanging in their houses.
He's good friends. It's not like, oh, this guy was known to hate Bill Clinton, so he must have made this parody thing. He's great friends with him. They fucked kids together.
And all this information comes out, and no one gives a fuck. No one's saying anything about everything that's just dropped.
No.
And even the Netflix special, it feels like every time Bill Clinton was mentioned, they're like, we'll just cut that part out.
They are obviously
it was ran by
protecting.
people who worked for the Clinton Global Initiative. That's why.
Yes.
Now, if you take a look at the actual Pizzagate thing, the kid who shot up the pizza parlor, if you actually looked at what he shot up the computer drive. He just walked in and shot the drive up so you couldn't get anything off it.
Interesting.
His father and him worked for this organization called like Habitat for like Haitian orphans, right? Do you guys know who funded
sounds like a
that
smorgasbord
organization?
I'm guessing
Clinton Initiative.
The Clinton Global Initiative, dude. His father, the guy who shot it up, his father had a production company called Forever Young. I mean, come on. It's like, talk about shady as shit.
They're not even good at faking this shit.
And one more thing. If they always say, oh, there's no basement there. If you go, there's a Metro Weekly article in 2015 in which James Alefantis, and if you actually look at the translations of what James Alefantis is in English, it's like, I love kids, right? Dude, they're so unoriginal. It's unfucking believable.
They want it
and
right. Yeah, I think it gets them off to dangle it right there in front of the public's face, thinking that no one's going to know or no one can do anything. So there's all that symbolism and things they say and code words that don't really cover it up. I think they like the fact that people know, and it shows how powerful they are to do anything.
It's called Stitchel magic. It's actually a thing that they do in the occult, which is they give you clues, and you're supposed to find the clues and try to stop them. And if you don't stop them, it's on you, and they have no karma. It doesn't hurt them, their karma or anything like that.
Because
so
it's
that's
out
why
there.
They actually do it.
But you failed to fucking get us, so that's your problem.
Yeah, but between the fucking paintings and all the testimony, it's worse than a fucking like bachelorette party scavenger hunt. It's like, we got it all, guys.
Yeah, we got the whole thing.
Yeah.
Here's the whole thing, guys. Think about this, man. If WikiLeaks never comes out, we don't know any of this. So they never thought this was going to happen. And all these people doing this are like old as dirt dumb fucks who don't understand how the internet works.
Right. Yeah, they think it's still paper and pencil.
Yeah, Hillary's like, does the internet like me? They're like, yes, Grand Wizard. They love you. I'm so happy. Put me back in my coffin. No, he doesn't know how the internet works.
Not
He's
knowing
a crazy
its
person.
far reach and the ability to investigate things on the internet. Yeah, you would just think, oh, who's gonna look into this? They think Mannix or Cannon are gonna come to their door to investigate the crime.
How could you stay with a guy who's been accused of that much shit if you weren't fully aware of it and equally as evil?
Yeah.
Dude, she was
Epstein
holding
had great
down
friends.
the kid. What are you talking
Yes.
about?
Yeah. What about
I know my job. I use my cankles to hold her down.
I'm not laughing at that very funny joke.
We hear about Hollywood and these huge people, the directors and producers and whatnot, that are completely involved in this. And, you know, the names that pop up mostly with people are Tom Hanks and who else?
Disheartening,
Spielberg and things like that.
Spielberg, Rob Reiner.
Right. And the conspiracy part of it is, you think there's these giant groups of people. Did you hear about that one where they go into that theater and like the girl from Poltergeist had a dance and then
she died.
Got fucked so bad that they
bowels.
ripped her insides out or some shit.
Yep.
Allegedly,
Rob Reiner's the guy.
Really?
Allegedly.
So they
You
call
hear
him-
that, Rob? Allegedly.
Of course, allegedly.
They call them meat
Allegedly.
helmets.
I got some Armenian lawyers if you want some, brother.
Oh,
But listen,
my God.
yeah, Armenian lawyers, dude. We're like 99-cent Jews, dude. We're like, we can get us in the discount bin.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's
so
some
him-
twisted shit, right? I mean,
Well, you know, supposedly, allegedly, there is the reason Indiana Jones isn't happening because they were going to do another remake of it. But the reason it's not happening because supposedly there is some audio of Steven Spielberg interviewing child actresses asking some completely inappropriate questions, which has been completely killed. Tom Hanks put out a picture on Instagram. 30,000 people told him he was a pedo, and he still didn't answer the question. I mean, wouldn't you 100% go, dude, you guys are crazy. Go fuck nothing.
Yeah.
And I think the Chrissy Teigen thing was just done to basically smokescreen for what all the real stuff. I mean, if you look at the Brian Callen and his scandal that dropped right on the day that all the stuff about Clinton and Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony dropped. Like, dude, it was completely another coordinated.
Yeah, they kind of, and I'm honestly not being pun intended, but they did pull out of the Brian Callen thing pretty quick. That didn't hit as hard as I thought it would. And I've been saying the Chrissy Teigen thing's kind of bullshit too for a couple weeks. But yeah, the Tom Hanks thing, and I like Tom Hanks, it does weird me out a little bit that it's completely unaddressed.
who doesn't love
There is
Tom
a
Hanks?
woman named Sarah Ashcroft who straight up said he bought her from her father.
I saw that.
And she abused him. And it's like, it's so interesting because you had, let's say, Chris D'Elia, right? You had two girls out of the like 40 people came out. Two of them were actually minors at the time, and they completely doctored their evidence. And when he put out the real evidence, it showed that he had asked. But everybody ran nuts with it to the point it was like, why is this everywhere?
Yeah.
And he lost everything for it. And when you looked at it, it was a
Everything for
guy
it.
who found out they were underage and then stopped talking to him. That was the real evidence.
Yeah.
And listen, dude, here's the whole thing. Callen, I don't think Callen hit because everyone thought it was so obvious. I mean, why is Joey Diaz trying to take them down? Because he's part of the Joe Rogan clique.
Right.
And it was super obvious. So I don't think it hit. And I actually think Callen will make a comeback. And I think eventually Chris D'Elia will. But
Jeffrey
the
Ross
cool
has
thing
been
about
getting some
everybody
shit,
being kneecapped and leaving LA is like, finally Chad Zumach can move back to Hollywood because all the people he burnt bridges with are finally gone.
That can't be possible, all of them.
Jeffrey Ross had some shit come out in Page Six over the weekend about some.
Nobody's saying anything. I mean, Jeffrey's my friend.
Yeah.
You know, and I love him.
Yeah.
But I think he has a problem, and as a friend
Really?
who has sex addiction, I think he should deal with it. That's my opinion.
Because the girl seemed like she was quite the fucking mental patient when I was
Yeah,
watching her.
There's just this idea that a lot of
Shit.
comics might know, and they're not saying anything.
Right. I've heard the roast.
Their careers.
I've heard the roast jokes and
Yeah.
whatnot. I mean,
Right?
obviously, But, you know, I've had the same shit said about me over the course of the years.
Yeah, but Jeffrey's might not be true.
Like, just because you like women that are younger than yourself,
Which who doesn't?
doesn't mean you're going underage.
It means you're a man.
That's right. That's every guy
It's
wants to, you know, get a nice young supple girl and not some
Right.
fucking old leather saddle neck.
unless you're me, and I just like old.
Here's my whole thing on that is like, you listen, dude, the girl who went to see Dalia was like a 6-foot C-cup girl. Now, I have 2 daughters right here. You can hear them. I don't want a 40-year-old guy hitting on my 17-year-old
Of course
girl.
not.
But those girls got to go backstage and go home. Like, what they're accusing some people of, I'm not going to get into it, is much worse than that. And there's a lot more stuff out there that nobody even knows about that in time, it probably will, because that's how the universe works, man. Everything that you have, the bubbles up. But, you know, Chris was a takedown. And all these, and dude, you want to hear something? My craziest theory is that all these guys are a part of Netflix. Like, all these guys have Netflix deals. Even Brian Callen had a deal with Netflix, and they all get taken down. Now, do you guys remember when TMZ took down Tom Cruise and Angelina Jolie? All the studios bought TMZ, and then they started building up these reality stars, and then they would throw them out when they need a scandal. I think that's what happens with Netflix. They build up these celebrities, and they don't really. I mean, Chris D'Elia, who's a good friend of mine, he got taken down. What brand got hurt? Nothing.
Right,
Chris D'Elia
right.
brand.
Wow,
So
that
you
is
throw them
fucked
out
That's a
there as
really
a
good
scandal,
point.
and they're just they're comics. They're disposable, fucking assets that don't really hurt any bottom line.
I see your point, though, but isn't it true that every comic has a Netflix special?
Not I.
So with that thinking, of course, whoever gets caught had a Netflix special. They all.
They all have one.
Yeah, that's boy. You know,
It's actually called Netflix Except Dave is the name
Except
of the
Dave
entire
Flicks.
network.
they really someone, the powers that be, I like to call them, whatever the fuck it is keeping our country so confused. So confused. If you look at the COVID shit on a daily basis, they contradict themselves, sometimes on an hourly basis. I've seen shit about hydrochloroquine that says it is terrible, it'll kill you if you look at it, it has nothing to do with the flu. And then, oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever, you should take it, wear a mask, oh my God, don't wear a mask. We need face shields now 24 hours a day, just go out naked. It's to keep everyone confused, not really to give an answer one way or another. Because if you're confused, then anything that sounds like it makes sense, you will grab onto and want that. And that's what the upper echelon will do. They'll come in and go, here's what you got to do. Oh, please tell us. I'm so confused.
Yeah,
Nonlinear warfare.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's what it is. They send out everything from Obama. Obama made legal something that was probably happening anyways, and I think 2014 basically allowed the U.S. government to use propaganda against its own citizens. It legally is allowed to now, and ever since then, the floodgates have happened, and the whole thing is meant to keep you completely and utterly confused.
They're keeping you confused. It's a psyop, obviously, like the Gulf of Tonkin.
I think they're trying to get us to do this vaccine that will change your DNA. I mean, they're trying to get us to get a vaccine for a virus that 99.8% of the people survive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like unbelievable.
Not quite a science fiction movie where they got to get the vaccine.
That's
'cause half the earth is dead. This is nothing. And then they're like, oh, you'll have to take it. It's mandatory.
And then isn't it 99.7% just don't get it?
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Bill Gates here, the guy that came up with Windows.
Why do I
He's going to tell you.
Why do I keep seeing him?
There's a porn star who does comedy, right? And she was like,
Of course she
"Everyone's
does."
saying we're gonna
So
go
she
back to
went on
normal.
to become a
It's not
whore?
gonna go back to normal till we got the virus." I'm like, "You do porn and stand up. When did you become a fucking government mule? I mean,
I
what the
love
fuck
it.
are we talking about?"
All the great doctors. We were just listening on Twitter, a video clip of Dr. O.J. Simpson telling us about things, which he has some surgical experience, but nothing in the area of viruses. Or it's
And,
everyone's.
like, dude, he has more Twitter followers than I do.
He does. He's a great follow. Hello, Twitter world. He's all up and fun. You forget that he murdered 2 people in a bloody
White women love
mess.
OJ.
He's a
am I right?
household.
I
Love
mean, nothing
him. Yeah, they
pisses
do.
your dad off more than OJ Simpson.
Dude, they love the juice.
Yeah.
And how about the guy dating
thrill.
Casey Anthony and has a daughter? I mean, that pussy's got to pop, right? You got to be like, I know she killed somebody.
Yeah.
But,
Does she now have
loves it
a
in the
boyfriend?
butt.
Where
Does
is
she
this
have a
guy?
boyfriend with a
I'm
son,
jealous.
with a daughter?
Yeah.
With a daughter.
She's like, can I take her swimming? No.
Oh my God, no. He cleared all the duct tape out of the house. Fucking.
Takes the car keys.
Oh my God, buys her a little pickup truck without a trunk. Just everything's opened. Yeah.
No stairs in the house.
Nothing. Pool? Why,
Yeah, we're gonna get that removed.
I gotta see this fucking guy, huh?
I didn't know she was dating again.
Good for. Oh, there. Look at her pixelated face. The
Look
same
at
way we'll
that
see it.
guy.
Well, same way we'll see it in the news photo, floating in the lake.
Either that or when
guy,
his
there's
pit
no
bull
way
eats
he
her.
doesn't go to Insane Clown Posse concerts.
Oh yeah.
You think he's a juggalo?
He's got a Detroit
Yeah,
hat
for
on.
sure.
There's a good chance he's a juggalo.
Look what hat he's repping, Dave.
Yeah, I know.
He's
He's
straight out of
Yeah.
your neighborhood.
I'm with you. He's.
D.
I'm pretty sure he's got a Hatchet Man tattoo. If we looked at all of them.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
he's
he
got some
definitely has the
tribal.
barbed wire for sure.
He
Dude.
got
Look
some
at that.
tribal
That guy
work.
walked in, took the first tattoo on the wall he saw.
He's like, I'll take that. I'll take what my daughter will eventually be hanging from.
Oh my God. I would put her in swimmies if we were going to the mountains. I would just constantly have swimmies up her arms or legs, wherever.
How is
No.
she not doing porn?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Casey Anthony.
You gotta
which,
be.
and by the way, means she'd eventually do stand-up.
Yes.
She would be doing stand-up.
Well,
Yeah.
once the career fades and she has to do
Yeah,
something
Netflix
worthless.
will give her a special before she gives Dave a special,
Oh, I
right?
assure you.
What's just more degrading than sucking dick on film? Comedy. Stand-up comedy.
A Netflix
Right.
special.
You know, just when you think it couldn't get any worse. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the stage right now. You may remember her for killing her daughter.
Yeah, just worse than Netflix not buying your special, so you put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, well, that guy's.
I'm talking about me too.
No, yeah. Hey, dude, I'm going to do it anyway. Netflix is evil, dude.
Look, I thought the daughter would be like, I don't know, 10 or something at least, to have a fighting chance.
Yeah,
the
be able
kid's
to
still in a
fight
car
back.
seat.
Honey, I'm dating Casey Anthony. You start jujitsu tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Remember, bite, pull hair, whatever you have to do.
Yeah, whatever you got to do.
Get the skin in your nails.
Right.
That way the coroner knows.
Also, you're not going to be sleeping with pillows and blankets anymore.
And the door gets locked, and I want you to watch Forensic Files.
Just start to
Here's
use
a
a
gat.
gun.
Sleep it. Put it under
Yeah,
your pillow.
just have the child sleep with a gun for
Don't
God's
hold
sake.
it sideways.
Hey,
Point
the
it.
tooth fairy got me a gun. Yeah.
That really is frightening that he would. She must be a good lay, I guess.
He's got to be great.
Got to be great. She's one of those fucking white trash girls that just love to party, love to put her daughter to bed with some Xanax so she could go out with her boyfriends.
Well, I think she's ready to settle down and kill someone else's kid. That's what's important.
You know, anyone could kill their own kid.
Yeah, it's changing.
I figure moving on and killing other people's children is really what my life's work should be. She got some nice fucking tits on
You know,
her.
if she gets pregnant, it's like, when do you want to have the abortion? They're like, 6 months? Oh, you can't do it. No, I mean after she's born.
Yeah, after. Got some duct tape and a fucking wading pool. I'm in. I'll do it with a spackle bucket and some scotch tape.
I need very little to do this.
God, that's fucked up, man.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah, sometimes you see girls that are just notorious, and they're hot, and you're like, yeah, put in the position, I would have sex with that girl. It just
Yeah.
happens. Who was that one that fucking shot and cut up her boyfriend in the shower?
Jodi Arias.
Did
Jodi
she ever go to
Arias.
Arias, right?
Jodi Arias was fucking pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Did she go to jail?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Went
so.
to jail. But then you look and go, so what? She shot and fucking slit the throat of her boyfriend. I'm kind of blaming him.
How come that porno's not out? She blows the whole jury, gets off.
Yeah.
Not guilty.
Yeah, like a church organ. All right, there you
Wow.
go. Yeah.
You know the guards are just running a train on her in the prison.
Oh,
right? She's just-
yeah. Back it up to the bars, honey. Here it comes. Yeah, she looks all right.
Oh yeah, she's very pretty.
That's a totally
Especially for-
obtainable mental patient.
Yeah, such for a murderer.
Yeah, I like her.
Well, that's it, dude. Hot chick. I mean, broken shit can come in hot packages. Like when a guy's crazy, you see it in his eyes. Like he's got that Brad Pitt from 12 Monkeys look, right?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you're either homeless or from the future. Either way, I want nothing to do with it.
Right.
But fuck chicks, you're like, yeah, I'm broken, but look at me, I'm a smoke show, and your dick just overrides. It's just a third world dictator, and it overrides everything.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
the guy doesn't have hot women orbiting him trying to fuck him. It's just a guy in fucking plastic bag shoes. Meanwhile, this girl could pull up in a fucking old jalopy, fucking, just smoking a
Right.
cigarette, dead kid in the back, and you'd be like, I'd fuck her.
All right. Yeah, I'm tolerant of certain things. We all think we can deal with the behavior of a crazy girl.
No, it
What do
eventually
you think his mom
overlapses.
thought when he told her?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I'm dating Casey Anthony. You're like, who's perfect? Who hasn't made mistakes?
Yeah. Let
Right, Mom?
let he
Still
let
day
he
drinking?
who hasn't killed a child cast the first baby into the woods.
We all have a past, and some of us don't have a future like her daughter.
Yeah. Oh, who? Casey? Oh, that's a pretty name.
Oh, I remember.
What's her last name? Yeah.
Is that
Over to
the?
fucking Thanksgiving dinner, tries to drown the turkey. Fuck.
Is that the one that murdered her? She was acquitted, Mom.
Did she murder her? Not convicted. Thank you, Mom.
So no, the killer's still at large.
Right. She was found not guilty by a jury of her peers. Thank you.
And they couldn't continue the
Who would
search
you
because it
rather
was her.
your kid bring home? Would you rather your son bring home Casey Anthony or your daughter bring home O.J. Simpson? And when can we see a porno of O.J. and Casey Anthony?
I've never
Two people
I've never
enter,
been
one
able to
person leaves.
blurt out Casey Anthony faster than this moment right now.
Yeah.
First of all, they're both murderers, so
Well, let's be honest. Yours has nothing to do with murder.
OJ's got some cash though.
I'd be fine with OJ because I feel like he's a one and done kind of guy.
I don't think OJ's killing anyone else.
No.
Casey might.
Casey might kill someone.
Might still have some murder in her heart. I don't know.
You got twins.
Oh, adorable. God damn. Look at that.
Yeah, I love them. They're great.
Little
He'll be
baby
dating
head.
SoundCloud rappers soon.
Yeah. Look at that head. Little baby head.
Adorable.
That's fucking great. Is it just completely insane though? Like raising a kid and seeing what's going on in the world, thinking, what the hell?
I mean, it's just like you're always home. And,
Yeah.
You know, she's got her hormones going. It's like chaos, dude. It's chaos. I love my kids. It's chaos, though. I'm actually taking online classes on how to fake my own death.
There's been a few of those. They never work out very well. They always get caught because of some insurance thing. They fuck up.
Epstein's is
It
going
was so
well.
easy back in
Yeah.
the day. You literally
Epstein's is
just
going
moved to
good.
another fucking county and you were good to go. Nobody
Yeah.
knew.
That's all you had to do. Change your name. You ever watch the fucking original Fugitive with David Jansen, the black and white TV show?
Oh, yeah.
The guy just skips over the town line. He just comes up with a name, and he's working farm equipment. And no one knows who the fuck he is. The guy's a nationally wanted
It
murderer.
was so much easier. Dude, and then they would commit, but back in the day, they committed crimes in three-piece suits. That was the most amazing shit. Like, you would buy crack off a guy in a fucking nice suit.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd go into a bank with a Tommy gun dressed to the nines with a
You're like,
fucking
hey,
tie.
it's everybody, hands up. They're like, fix your tie. Sorry,
Yeah.
hold on.
Oh. Where'd you get that vest?
That's true. Dillinger looked like it was his wedding day every time.
Dillinger was a gentleman. And he had a big cock, apparently.
Well, that's what I hear.
That's what I hear. They cut it off and they saved
Here's
it at the
another thing,
Smithsonian.
LA, all the homeless people hung like horses. Their dongs just hang out while they're
Really?
taking a shit on the bench, and they're all hung like horses. So I'm thank God for my 6 inches. It's probably the only reason I have a roof over my head.
It's probably the lack of self-consciousness. You're not going to get any of that shy shrinkage that you'd get. You just let it all hang out.
Well, and also slower people tend to have big peppermill dicks.
I've heard it
For
called
sure,
something
that
else.
hang to the left. Nobody knows why.
Yeah,
Science has studied it. It's always hanging to the left. It's really uncomfortable.
It's a trait
And
in
here's
that.
the thing.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who hangs out with special people? They always want to hug, and eventually they're just going to try to take it. So
Yeah.
my point is, play dead.
Yeah. That's why they have to put that sandpapery stuff on their hands to get them to quit jerking off so much. They start drawing blood.
It's some genetic thing in that fucking 24th chromosome. Just like big cock, can't fit your tongue in your
But
mouth.
here's the thing, dude.
Jacking off
They
so
have
much all that comes
retard
out is
strength,
smoke.
and they're beating off. They're ripping their dicks off constantly. Nobody knows about that.
Wham, wham. You're stretching out that tendon.
That's why it's out. Yeah, they're just getting their weapon.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
They could. This could be what they're trying to hide from us. The homeless taking us all out with their big cocks.
Bludgeoning us. They're giant mules.
Dude, it's all the little dick politicians trying to kill off all the big dick people.
At this point in
you're
our
right.
history, why would I argue anything? Yes,
Dude, it's
I agree
scientifically
wholeheartedly.
proven lizard people have tiny dicks. Tiny reptilian dick.
It's got to be.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they want kids. That's the size. They're like, wow, that's huge.
You don't even see it. It has to get, like, you pull the scales apart and some little thing comes out. It's really disgusting. They never showed that on V.
I was thinking the other day, you know who really fucked up? The PA agent for the Two Chicks, One Cup. They should have been on tour doing
wow.
books.
The
selling,
first
like,
real-
fucking recipes. They should have been doing TED Talks.
TED Talks. That was the first video where people watched and went, oh, fuck. Like, the first one.
It's still possibly the worst.
It's very hard to watch.
It's
but,
like, with the exception of beheading videos, it's the most cringing.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
One girl, one diaper. That's
I should be opening for them at a funny bone.
a funny. Yeah, imagine that. You may have seen them for a very short
How about
time.
the one guy that survived fucking Two Dudes, One Horse? He's on tour opening for them.
Telling
It's
his
like
story.
They're fighting on who should headline, right? They're like, I got more views. You got. So they switch. It's like the Monsters of Rock tour where like Megadeth wanted to follow Slayer. And Slayer's like, God help those who follow Slayer.
No,
They're
man.
like, God help those who follow the Two Chicks, One Cup.
Yeah, some of the worst fucking videos ever. Yeah,
Did that guy survive the horse stick video?
no.
No,
okay.
the one guy didn't.
One guy.
The guy who held.
Yeah, the guy thought he'd be able to hold back a horse's cock.
Yeah.
You're not
No, I have
holding
a joke
back a
about who
horse's cock.
uploads that video. Who uploads the video? Who's
Yeah.
like, fuck, he's dead, bud. Let's see how many clicks we can
I
get.
gotta get this
All right.
up.
He's got
Yeah.
a family.
It was a while ago. He wasn't streaming it and someone capped it.
He could
Imagine
go on
going
stage.
to that funeral, right? The next day, everybody's crying from laughing so hard, right? What do you say to his mom?
Yeah.
He died doing what he loved.
Yeah.
Being fucked by a horse.
Sorry, I thought I had a good hold on
Yeah,
it.
he could just go on stage and drop the mic and be like, "You guys know how I am at holding stuff."
Whoops.
And they're all like, yeah.
Whoopsie daisy. I was like, because he tried to hold the cock.
Remember?
Like that.
And it
That
killed
would
the
have been
guy.
hilarious if he dropped
Okay,
the mic.
Tim, your turn. Tim,
Brilliant.
you hold the dick. Tim's hands are too small. Just give him a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that horse just said, nope, I'm going.
Who would even
balls
have
deep.
the confidence to fucking think they could hold a horse?
Hold a horse back? A horse just wants to go, ugh. And you think you're holding that kind of energy back?
And
Right.
dude, you just shit your pants constantly. There's no speed bumps. It's just like Jamaican bobsled team just shooting black things out at fucking boom at the speed of light.
I don't know
Boom,
how
boom, boom,
the
like a t-shirt gun.
Oh my God. That is some debauchery, man. That is some fucking
There's nothing to
degenerate shit.
There's nothing to stop it inside of you either. It's
No.
just it's going right from your asshole to roughly your heart.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah, it's a beeline right up through the middle of your chest.
tearing.
Look at an x-ray and see what's in the way of that fucking meat missile.
Like the first pump, you're no longer able to walk.
Yeah.
What if Depends is behind the bestiality movement because they just want no one to be able to not shit their pants? Like they're funding all these new videos that are coming out, you know?
You know, again, Any other world, any other time, I might say, that's crazy. Okay.
Completely.
I believe it. It's a viable scenario you just came up with.
2020 is 2020 100% of the time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You just don't know what the hell is happening. This just said woman needed a punch. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Is it the woman in the store? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this guy puts up with a lot right here.
Listen, you're beefing over Aaliyah. I don't care about
We're not beefing over nobody, Aaliyah.
You guys are recording something.
We're beefing because you're a fucking bitch. Nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's doing nothing for anything. Nobody's doing nothing for anything.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her. You was not about to touch her. Touch her.
She's attacking him.
I didn't care. She's hit you twice. You get one shot.
And they got people saying, don't. She's a woman. Don't. It's like, what are you supposed to do?
I think gay guy is lower on the oppression scale than black woman.
Black
It all
woman and
depends
gay guy. Right.
on
Right.
oppression math.
Yeah.
Is this giving you flashbacks, Anthony?
Yeah. I don't know where he put his camera.
Don't talk shit. Don't talk shit. I don't need my brother's bitch. Get the fuck out the door.
Dude, just leave.
What? I'm sorry. You don't hit women ever.
Yeah.
But white guys are such cucks. We're just cucks.
That is
We're
true.
we watch too much romantic comedies. I blame Jennifer Aniston for all this bullshit.
For any of that. Anything like we just seen Jennifer Aniston's fault.
We are too chivalrous to drop a bitch.
I wouldn't call off and clock her in the face.
Am I wrong? That chick punched you 3 times in the face?
I think
you have
gotta
the right
shake
to
her.
defend her. Like, dude, and then what's
Yeah.
even worse now is like nobody stops fights anymore. Everyone just gets their camera out and you're a
film
YouTube
it.
video.
You film
Yeah, that's true. You'd rather get hits than save a guy from hits.
Here's what you got to do. When a girl is swinging at you, you have to defend yourself
Right.
to where it hurts her. Like she swings at you, put your arm up like this, but bang the shit out of her arm to make it hurt. Now she's like, oh, fuck, that hurt my arm.
No,
That's it.
dude, you got to do Three Stooges karate on them, dude. Just like a couple eye pokes, a couple of those.
Yeah, one of
'cause-
these.
And women hate the Three Stooges. They don't know how to defend that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you defend against that? They don't know that this one's coming. Stooges.
That will get them every time. They won't know what's going on.
Hilarious. Three Stooges. Got to remember that. The defense against a woman really coming at you. Three Stooges. Anything. Just not the pick, not the mining pick over the head. Save that for the guys.
Yeah, the hammer is not the good.
Yeah. When he has the mining pick, anytime you see the Three Stooges with a mining pick, you know something horrific is going to happen. When I think Curly's walking away and it got caught in Moe's suspenders, the 2 parts of the pick, and he's like, yeah, and then wham, the thing hits him in the back of the fucking head. And as a kid, you're just like, even as a kid, you knew they'd be dead. Like, that's a fatal wound right there.
And there was no stunt doubles then. You had to do your own shit.
You got to know that even a big rubber pick is going to hurt the back of your head.
Yeah, they were
You didn't have any space-age polymers back then. No green screen.
they were always hurt.
That was just the Three Stooges getting shit thrown at them. Oh, God, I love it. Sam, we have to go. We're going back to my place, as I like to say, to go do another movie night.
Yes.
It's going to air on Friday. Me and Dave and Drew back to the Compound Cinema, and we will watch a great movie. People, you are going to love this one. It's a favorite, and you will find out Friday. But we will have a good time with that one.
Can I just tell everybody where I'm going to be?
Do it. Yes.
September 10th through the 11th, I'll be at the Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin. So if you're redneck and a fucking lush, come down. So the whole state should be there. So come and hang out. That'd be really great. And check out my new podcast called Broken Simulation. We call it the Sports Center for the Apocalypse. So come and hang out.
Awesome. Sam, thanks so much, man. Congrats on the kids. That's adorable.
Sorry that they were loud in the background.
No.
But I love coming on your show,
Not at all.
and
Oh,
you know,
my
I
God.
appreciate you guys.
You don't think a bit of childish laughter brings joy in these times? Unless, of course, it's in Hollywood.
You're going to get me too'd for that one.
Rarely
dog.
laughter. I know. Absolutely. Sam, be good. Hopefully
take
we'll see
care.
you
Have a great
soon.
week.
Take it easy,
Bye,
man.
guys.
Thank you.
Yes, Sam.